What's up, everybody? Elliot here from the Brickell Scoop. I am sitting with Santiago Gomez, which is the executive chef of Tacology, which is super exciting. I'm actually going to turn this light on 1 second, get a little bit brighter. There we go. So basically, I wanted to, one, just kind of enjoy and just kind of like eat up some of this guacamole, which is really good.
Enjoy, my friend.
Is this, whose recipe is this? Is it yours?
Traditional Mexican recipe.
Oh, yeah. That was really good. But anyway, I wanted to, I guess, pick your brain on what Tacology is and what the concept is, where you're going with it. I know it's like delicious tacos. I've been here a couple times.
Tacology, it's obviously a taqueria, but we call it mercado style. Mercado style, we call it mercado style because we have different open kitchens where you can have from juices to salads, tacos, ceviches, tostadas, obviously an open bar, so it makes it like a mercado style dining.
Yeah, you know what I liked, which I didn't know, was the juices that you guys have.
Yes, like, because we're on a mall, we try to make this menu a little bit more open for everybody. So you can have a juice, a beet juice, or you can have a margarita, or you can have a ceviche, or you can have a salad. So you have a lot of things that a lot of people can eat, from a little kid to an old guy. If you are on a diet, you can get a salad. If you want some tacos, you can have some tacos. So that's a tricky part of our menu that we wanted to grab all the people that's on the mall.
Yeah, I gotcha. Let me ask, if someone were to buy like some of the tacos and take them to go, they could eat the tacos and walk through the shopping center?
Yeah, we made these custom boxes for the tacos. They were just meant for the tacos. We designed them from scratch.
Okay.
When you can have your taco and you can go eating, or you can be in your office and you don't have to do anything but open the box, because you have your salsas, you have your tortillas, you have your protein inside of the box.
That's awesome. That's good that you thought of that, because I mean that's a good question. I guess do you have any favorites or any favorites that I know? I know you make everything, but like tell me what is like your. Like,
I love pastor tacos that are one of the most traditional Mexican tacos that I love. Carnitas that are another.
I think are these them?
These are the pastor tacos. Thank you. We make our own salsas here in Tacology, made from scratch. Different spiciness depending how much you want it.
I know, right? This one looks like it's super spicy.
That's super spicy. An avocado sauce, molcajete salsa that we make it on the stone. So we
what is it called?
Molcajete.
Molcajete?
Molcajete. That's the black stone where you sometimes find the guacamole.
Yep.
There we made our own salsas.
Okay, on a level of 1 to 10, how spicy is that?
No, maybe it's a 7.
All right.
Mexican 7, no.
Yeah.
A 7.
Yeah, right. I told you this earlier that my mother's Mexican, so I'm half Mexican. She loves spicy food. Shout out to my mother. But she can eat some seriously spicy things. I just don't understand it. For me, no, I can't deal with it.
I like spice, but I don't like to lose the flavor that we want to show.
Sure.
So if you put a lot of salsa to a taco, the only thing you're gonna taste is the salsa, and we don't want that.
Gotcha.
We want a balance between the tortilla, the protein, the pineapple, the cilantro, obviously the salsa.
You know, one of the things that I've really been like, I'll do some cooking at home and doing my little thing, and I love cooking with pineapple or throwing pineapple on top of something. So actually, these are actually making my mouth water. But anyway, I'm gonna
put a little bit of lime, some sauce.
Yeah, right. A little bit.
And you will enjoy.
What I know we talked about this a little bit earlier, but you said you've been in Miami for how long?
For 3 years.
For 3 years. How have you enjoyed it?
I love Miami. I think it's the nicest weather in all America. Every single day we have a really nice weather, the ambience. I don't know, I love Miami. It's so Latin.
3 years from, where did you move here from?
From Mexico.
From Mexico?
From Mexico City.
Okay, cool.
I lived all my life in Mexico City.
Drop in a little bit.
And now I moved 3 years ago to Miami.
Gotcha. And then you said you live in Brickell, or did you?
I used to live in Brickell for 3 years, and now I just moved to Biscayne.
To Biscayne area. When you lived here in Brickell, how was it?
Amazing, because I just had to walk 1 block to get to work. and all my life was in Brickell, so I didn't need to use a cart. I made everything walking.
Do you have a car now?
I have a car now, and now I use it. Now
you have to, right? If you're living in like the Biscayne area. All right, I'm gonna take a bite. Sorry.
Enjoy.
No, awesome. That avocado sauce is spicy.
Yeah, a little bit spicy.
It's a good kick. I know we touched on this again earlier before we jumped on live, but what's the? You mentioned the Brickell Bridge and like traffic and how that's going.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Since I've been living here for 3 years, that is not too much. I've seen how much this is growing, how fast it's growing. You look to the skyline, and every day you see a different construction and more buildings. So I think the traffic issues have to get fixed, because I don't know how we're gonna make it with all those great buildings, restaurants, because it's growing in all aspects. It's restaurants, it's homes, hotels, everything. So this bridge is, every time any boat passes, they have to open the bridge, and that takes maybe 15 minutes a day, maybe 15 minutes. So it's really difficult for the traffic here in Brickell.
Yeah, right. I know you said you park either in Brickell City Center or you park away, but whenever you're here, do you just walk everywhere? Do you ever take the Metro Mover or anything like that?
I use the Metro Mover. It's the fastest and easiest way to get inside and outside Brickell, but walking distance, if you have everything walking distance, it's really comfortable just to walk to the supermarket, to the restaurant, to the mall. But if you don't live inside Brickell,
it's tough coming in.
It's a little bit tough. It's not.
I mean, I'm sure like the hours that you're coming in and out, but do you ever have trouble coming into Tacology, or?
Well, I try to come in the hour that I know it's not as busy.
Yeah, right.
So it's easier for me to get inside Tacology or Cantina or anything in Brickell.
Cool. I appreciate that, because I know that obviously that conversation pops up a lot. Selling real estate and being in the area, it's something that we really have to like combat and be like, listen, this is how you do it. You either park outside or take the metro rail in or take the Metro Mover in, and also get people off that idea of like they have to be in their car nonstop. Right, a lot of people, I hear this a lot. People in Brickell Key, they live on Brickell Key, but then they work on Brickell Avenue, and they'll drive their car over the bridge, park it, then go to lunch somewhere, drive their car, come back, and then they complain about traffic.
No, they should use their bicycles or walking.
Exactly.
Yeah, or make a pool car, whatever. No, we need to start. Not only about the traffic, it's about the ambient. We need to care of our world, and if we don't need a car just to walk 1 block, we can make it walking. It's
crazy, right? Anyways, I mean I love Brickell, obviously, with like the Brickell Scoop and selling real estate and all that stuff. What is BCC? What was Brickell City Center like for you? Like opening up and then opening up Tacology.
Well, Brickell City Center, for the people that we live here, was the best thing we could have. We needed a mall here in Brickell.
Yeah.
The cinemas, the theaters are going to open in 1 week. That's something that we need in Brickell. We need to have more life in Brickell. We needed stores. We have a Mac store that we needed one.
Every time I needed like electronics,
you had to go to the beach, or you have to go to Coral Gables.
Way down south. Yeah, I know. That was definitely one thing. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for that to open.
So that's amazing that we have more stores, more restaurants, because the more restaurants we have, the more offer we can give to all the clients. So that's really good for us. The more we open more restaurants, more spaces like this, it works better for everybody.
Yeah, because I know we're actually doing social hours with you guys in I think at the end of June. But I'm looking forward to that, because the whole idea behind the Brickell Scoop is get people maneuvering around and getting off of their their one-track mind of like, this is the only place that's here. I want to expand their horizons of coming into Brickell City Center and walking up to Tacology, enjoying you guys. Also enjoying just places around Brickell, because there's been so much and so quickly it's just been booming that people still don't really understand that you're open or they're open, blah blah blah. So that's interesting. I'm really excited for the movie theater.
Yeah, everybody who live we used to live here or we live here, we need that.
What movie theater do you go to when you watch a movie?
I like to go to Coco Walk because it's small. I know they're not the fanciest theaters, but they're small. I don't know. I feel like in-house.
Yeah, right. I do the same one. I love that one. But with this opening, obviously, I just live in the road, so it'd be easy.
This is great. Yeah.
Yeah, and then actually it'd be good too because then I know a lot more people will be coming up to the fourth floor to see the shop, and then they'll see Tacology.
The restaurants, yeah, for everybody, it works for everybody.
Are you able to bring tacos into the movie theater, you think?
No, because they already have their own
tacos.
Food, no, their own food.
Oh, I gotcha.
Food business, yes. So.
It's like my. I talked to my wife and she was like, yeah, she's like one time when she was younger, she snuck in a pizza into a movie theater, and I was like, how does that work? Anyways, maybe I'll sneak in some tacos.
Some tacos. Get some salsa, some taco, and go see your movie.
Actually, I was talking about like the spiciness. What are you a big spice eater? Like, is there things that are on the menu at Tacology? Are they like some super spicy stuff?
No, everything is a medium spice. There's no spice at all, but you can add with any of the salsas. You can add the spiciness that you want. Yeah.
You're not gonna eat up, or you're not hungry? It's like,
let's eat. Come on.
Yeah, right. I was like,
sure.
Man, eat those tacos. Maybe I was like, slow down. I know I'm definitely, selling real estate and kind of like seeing how quickly, Brickell City Center opened up. And all like the boom and all that stuff. It's like Brickell really needs to get that like a voice, or it really needs to have some type of like business owners, really speaking of what you're trying to do with the community and how you're trying to adapt with the community of the live, work, play. What have you guys done?
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to look people as the restaurants, like when you live in a neighborhood that is really, where you have your own laundry, your theater, the butcher. That's what, even though this is growing as fast, we want to see, that's the Brickell Taqueria, Uh-huh. Let's go to the Brickell Taqueria in Brickell City Center. Let's go to the theater. Let's go to the, like people have to start making,
owning up and like being like, that's my place.
That's my place. There's where I want to go eat tacos. And there's people that they come 3 or 4 times here for tacos.
Yeah, right.
And it's their taqueria. They come, they eat 2 tacos and they leave. They just come for their tacos and that's it.
That's awesome.
So that's what we need people to look Brickell, that it's not only that you go as a trip or as a, you can go every day, get some tacos, you can get a drink at the bar and make this your bar,
Now that we're talking about drinks, what is your drink of choice?
Well, people love margaritas.
Yeah, right.
People love margaritas.
Salted, unsalted?
Salted.
Okay.
People love margaritas.
I love those. I love I tried your, I always say horchata. Am I saying that right?
Horchata, yeah.
Horchata. I love the horchata here. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, that like beams to 11 for me. That's so good. Reminds me of one of my family. Reminds me of like the holidays, being like with my family. I love that. Just even like one sip. Oh. But anyway, I know we had asked, is there any one thing on the menu? Any one thing that on the menu that's your absolute favorite, that just like makes your mouth water, where you're like, oh, I'm here, I'm having this.
You know what happened? I went to Mexico for a knee surgery, and every time I go to Mexico, the first thing I do when I get off the plane, I go to a taqueria.
Okay.
And this is the first time I didn't go to a taqueria, because I find here in Tacology,
like, you get it.
I get it. Yeah, that's what I love about tacos and tradition. We have different kind of tacos in the menu, but when I eat traditional tacos, I just feel like home, and that's what I want to bring here, and people really say, oh, that's a really Mexican taco, no? For me, that's
everything.
Everything, yeah.
Well, cool. I appreciate that, because I can imagine like, like working and being around like the food, and like having the the inspiration to make it and all that stuff, and then always being around it, and then going to Mexico and then not having it means
Exactly.
like what you have here is like it is it.
No, and it just happened. It happened 3 weeks ago. I only went to one taqueria because a friend of mine invited me, but I have my own taqueria now here in Miami, so
Yeah,
and I have those flavors. We bring the corn from Mexico. We make our fresh tortillas. We make our salsas. We use traditional recipes for the traditional tacos, so it feels really like
you're
home,
at home,
like
and
home.
authentic.
Yeah.
So say that again. You say you get your corn
From Mexico.
From Mexico, and then
We cook it here overnight. We make the nixtamal.
oh,
We have our grinder. We have our tortilla machine, our comal. We do them fresh from scratch.
that's awesome.
The sauce is the same. We roast the tomatoes, the tomatillos, whatever the chiles we need, and we make our own salsa. So that's the secret of a good taco, a good tortilla and a
Yep.
good sauce. The protein is important, but if you have a good tortilla and a good sauce, you have a
Yep.
good taco.
You hear that, everybody? It's two things that makes a good taco.
Tortilla and the sauce.
Well, anywho, on that note, if you were to describe Brickell in 3 words, what would they be?
Brickell in 3 words. Miami. I think Brickell is now Miami. People maybe 5-7 years ago didn't come to downtown or Brickell. Now everybody talks about Brickell. So now Miami's Brickell. It's not only South Beach.
Yeah,
We use Miami.
I like that. That's a good one. I appreciate that a lot.
I think Brickell is Miami right now. It's trendy.
Yep.
Because now it's trendy Brickell. A lot of restaurants are opening here. Hotels that were in South Beach or are in South Beach are moving to Brickell, like the SLS.
Yep.
No, everything's,
It's coming.
and it's the future.
It's the future.
It's the future of Miami,
The
yeah.
future is the third one.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's the
I
future,
agree with that.
yeah.
I tell this to people a lot is that cities always grow from where the public transportation is, and right now we have the only really metro mover, metro
Yeah.
rail station that's here. So everything else is just going to stem from us. So in a way, Brickell is that heartbeat that's just going to kind of give life to these other cities or other little towns that are coming up, like Wynwood Design District, the Edgewater, stuff like that. It's just we're going to stem out to those places, but Brickell is really going to be that heart that's going to be pumping
And
out.
Brickell is growing really, really fast. Really, really fast. So
Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, Santiago, thank you so much for the,
My
for
pleasure,
the chat
my friend.
and for the
My
for the
pleasure.
tacos. It was delicious. I'm going to finish up here and say our goodbyes. But guys, thank you so much for coming out, and we'll talk to you soon.